नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सायौं थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचला वीरहरूका राजत्वले स्वतन्त्र र अचल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
Namaste to all. Welcome my dear students in this virtual session. I am Pratima Gautam, your instructor, your teacher from Sri Sarvajanik Secondary School. In my previous classes, we discussed about how to express our wants and we discussed how to question someone, how to ask someone about his or her wants. And in my second class, we recited a chant. We sang a chant and we also played a game, word chain, very joyfully. Okay, in my today's class, we are in our unit 1, it is expressing 1. Today we are reading a conversation. It is listening text and we also read a story. We will also read a story, An Old Man and His Son. Before starting the class, I would like to explain this picture. Okay, you can see a picture in the board and you can see this kind of similar picture in your book also in page number 4. First of all, we will discuss what do we see in the picture. It is a fruit shop. It is a fruit shop where we can get many kinds of fruit. We can see here many kinds of fruits. We can see bananas, mangoes, apples, grapes and jackfruits. We can get many kinds of fruits in a fruit shop. Okay, let me guess and you can also guess with me. Who is she? Can you say who is she? Maybe she is the shopkeeper. She is the seller of the fruit. And can you guess who is she? Yes, she is the buyer. She came here to buy some fruit. She came here to buy some fruit. She is showing to the fruits and this fat woman is selling some fruits in her shop. Thank you so much. Okay, this is the scene of a fruit shop. It is a listening text. You can see this text in your book at page number 107. It is listening text unit 1. You can look at your book or you can hear me reading the conversation and you can also pronounce the sentences, the questions with me. Okay, I am reading it aloud. There is a shopkeeper and a customer. She is the shopkeeper and the girl is a customer. And the scene is from a fruit shop. They are having conversation. The woman is selling something and the girl is buying something. Yes, it is a fruit shop. Now we are reading the conversation aloud. All of you listen to me. Are you listening? Thank you so much. Please listen to me. Shopkeeper, do you want anything, my dear? The woman is asking to the girl that if she wanted anything. And the customer says, the girl says, yes, I want some apples. Did you recognize? Seeing she is showing to the apples. Okay. And now the shopkeeper is asking, how much do you want? She is asking, how much apple does she want? She is answering, the customer, the girl is answering, a kilo please. How much is it? She wants 1 kilo apple and she is asking the price. Okay, now again the woman asks the girl, the woman says the girl that rupees 50. Do you want anything else? The apple cost rupees 50. 1 kg apple cost rupees 50. And if you want anything else, she is asking to the girl. And now the girl is saying, the girl is saying, she wants more fruit. She is saying, I want a dozen of bananas. How much are they? She also wants a dozen of bananas and she is asking the price of 1 dozen banana. The woman is answering, the shopkeeper woman is answering that rupees 36 please. 1 dozen of banana costs rupees 36. Now the customer is going to home, so she is asking, what is the total cost? She needs only 1 kg of apples and a dozen of bananas. So she is asking for the money. She is asking how much money she should pay. She is asking how much is the total. And the shopkeeper woman is saying the answer. She says, it's rupees 86. You have to pay rupees 86 to me for 1 kg apples and a dozen of bananas. And the customer, the girl, says, here you are. And the shopkeeper says, thank you at last. It's a simple conversation in a fruit shop. You may also do the conversation like this. You can do this kind of conversation with your friends in the classroom or your educated brothers, sisters at your home. Try to converse like this in your home. Practice makes a man perfect. So you should try more. If you try more, you will be good on pronunciation, on making sentences. Okay. Now once again I am reading this conversation aloud. All of you please look at me and listen to me and try to pronounce the sentences, the questions like me. Okay, are you ready? Okay, now listen to me. Do you want anything, my dear? Yes, I want some apples. How much do you want? A kilo please. How much is it? Rupees 50. Do you want anything else? I want a dozen of bananas. How much are they? Rupees 36 please. How much is the total? It's rupees 86. Here you are. Thank you. Okay. Okay, now we are doing exercises after reading this conversation. You can look at your book on page number 5. There are 2 conversations. After listening the conversation, there are 2 exercises to fill up. Listen and fill in. There are 2 sentences, there are blanks that we have to fill up with the appropriate word. And in number C, listen and write true or false. After listening the conversation, we have to write the sentence is whether true or false. Okay, you can look this exercise on the board. Okay students, now we are doing exercise on page number 5. You can look here on the board. If you are writing in your book, then use pencils, or if you are writing on your copy, then you can use pens or ball pens, etc. Okay, look here, listen and fill in. After reading the conversation, we have to fill in the blanks. The girl wants to buy dash and dash. Okay, blank. Here is a blank. You have to say what the girl wants to buy. Please say what the girl wants to buy. Okay, apples and bananas. Yes, she wants 2 things, apples and bananas. The girl wants to buy, you are right, apples and bananas. She wants apples and bananas from the fruit shop. Okay, the second question is, she wants apples and a dozen of what? How much does she wants? How much does she wants apples and how much does she wants bananas? Okay, she wants how much apples? Can you answer? How much apples does she wants? Okay, she wants 1 kg apples. And do you know how much apples? After apples, how much bananas does she wants? She wants, good. She wants a dozen of bananas. Okay, I am writing. You can look here. She wants 1 kg or a kilo of apples and a dozen of bananas Okay, like this you can do this exercise, this fill in the blanks. Look here and fill in your copy, or you can write in your book also with a pencil. Okay, listen and fill in. The girl wants to buy apples and bananas. She wants 1 kg apples and a dozen of bananas. Okay, after filling the blanks, we have to find out whether these sentences are true or false. We have already read the conversation. Look here. Here are some questions. The girl wants to buy some fruits. Is it right? The girl wants to buy some fruits? True? Thank you. It is true. Yes. She is in a fruit shop. She wants to buy some fruits. It is correct. She wants to buy some fruits. It is correct. She paid 55 rupees for apples. She paid 55 rupees for apples. Is it correct? No, it is not correct. 1 kg apple only costs rupees 50. So it is false. The girl paid only 50 rupees for 1 kg apples. So it is incorrect. In number 3, we have to find out whether the sentence is correct or not. It is correct or incorrect, we have to find out. She spent 86 rupees in total. Is it correct or not? Please say, the students. She paid 86 rupees. Is it correct? Yes, she paid rupees 86 because she paid 50 rupees for apples and 36 rupees for a dozen of bananas. The total is 86. It is correct. So, it is a correct sentence. Okay, look here. The girl wants to buy some fruits. It is true because she is in a fruit shop. She wants some bananas, a dozen of bananas and a kg of apples. She paid 55 rupees for apples. No, it is incorrect because she paid only 50 rupees for apples. And she spent 86 rupees in total. It is true because 1 dozen banana cost rupees 36 and a kilo of apple cost rupees 50. Okay, did you get that? Did you copy the answer? Okay, now we are going to another. Okay, students, we already read the conversation and did our exercises. Now we are reading a story. Do you like stories? Of course, you like stories. Before starting the story, I would like to ask you some questions. Do you like to read stories? Of course, you like to read stories. Can you give me some reasons? Why do you like to read stories? There are many reasons that we like stories. Story reading is very interesting. Okay, I am giving you some reasons. Do you like to read a story? Yes, of course. There are 3 reasons that you like to read the story. Look here. You like to read the story because it helps to pass your time. I like to read story because it helps us to pass our time. It means the stories help to pass your time. And number 2, I like to read story because the stories are interesting. Of course, there are many characters in the story. They are like films, they are like dramas. So it is very interesting to tell a story and to listen the story. It is very interesting way. It pass our time and listening a story is a very interesting thing. And the story, it gives some moral lessons to us. The story also gives moral lesson to us. It means that story tells what we should do or what we should not do in our life also. The story is very interesting as well as it also gives moral to our daily life also. Okay, now we are going through the story. Here is a picture. Did you see it? What can you guess from this picture? What can you see in the picture? Look here. What can you see in the picture? Here is a boy. And he is very sad. He is very worried. We don't know why he is sad or why he is worried. But in the picture, we can see that he is beside a prison. It is not good to be beside in the prison. He is beside the prison. What happened to him? Why he is beside the prison? We are going through the story and we will know after reading the story that why he is beside the prison. Okay, are you ready to listen the story? Yes, you are ready. Okay, then all of you listen the story carefully. Okay? Students, we have already seen a boy beside the prison. You can see it also in your book, page number 5. If you have your book, you can open the book, or if you don't have, you should listen to me. You can listen to me and know about the story. It is an interesting story. Okay, all of you be ready to listen the story. I am telling the story. An old man lived alone in a village. He wanted to dig his potato garden, but it was very hard work for him. एउटा बुढो मानिस चाहिँ गाउँमा एक्लै बस्ने गर्नुभएको थियो अनि उहाँलाई चाहिँ बारीमा खेती गर्नु थियो, आलु खेती गर्नु थियो। आलु खेती गर्नु बारीमा खन्नु भनेको त एउटा बुढो मान्छेलाई एकदमै गाह्रो काम हो, हैन? He wanted to plant potatoes. His only son Babu, who used to help him, was in prison. एउटा बुढो मान्छेले बारी खनेर हैन बारीमा तरकारी लगाउन गाह्रै काम हुन्छ अनि उहाँको चाहिँ एउटै छोरो थियो रे। यो चित्रमा भएको मान्छे बब्बु, जो चाहिँ कुनै कारणवश अहिले जेल भित्र थियो। The old man wrote a letter to his son describing his condition. He wanted his son to be with him. अनि यो बुढो मान्छेले चाहिँ यो कथामा भएको बुढो मान्छेले चाहिँ आफ्नो जेल भित्र परेको छोराको लागि एउटा चिठी लेख्नु भयो। आफ्नो अवस्था, आफ्नो दुःख दर्शाउँदै एउटा चिठी चाहिँ आफ्नो छोरालाई लेख्नु भयो। Okay, I am reading this paragraph again. An old man lived alone in a village. He wanted to dig his potato garden, but it was very hard work for him. He wanted to plant potatoes. His only son Babu, who used to help him, was in prison. The old man wrote a letter to his son describing his condition. He wanted his son to be with him. Did you get it? I think you are listening. You get it. Okay. Now I am going to the other paragraph. There is a letter that the old man sent to his son in the prison. Okay, all of you look at page number 5. There is a letter. Okay, dear Babu, I am feeling pretty bad because it looks like I won't be able to plant my potato garden this year. I want potato for rainy season. I am getting too old to be digging up a garden plot. If you were here, all my troubles would be over. I want you to dig the plot for me. Love, Dad. तिमीहरूले यहाँ एउटा चिठी देख्न सक्छौ है। यो चिठी चाहिँ बुढो मानिसले, ओल्ड म्यानले आफ्नो छोरा बब्बुलाई प्रिजनमा, छोरा जेल भित्र छ उसलाई पठाएको चिठी हो। यहाँ लेखिएको छ, मेरो प्यारो छोरा बब्बु, I am feeling pretty bad. मलाई एकदमै नराम्रो लागिरहेको छ किनभने यसपालि मैले आलु खेती गर्न पाउने छैन। मलाई बर्खायामको लागि आलुहरू चाहिन्छ, तर म एकदमै बुढो भइसकेँ। मैले त बारी खन्नै सक्दिन, म कसरी आलु लगाऊ? तिमी पनि यहाँ छैनौ। तिमी यहाँ भइदिएको भए मेरो सारा समस्याको समाधान हुने थियो। तिमी यहाँ छैनौ, तिमीले कसरी मेरो बारी खनिदेलौ? तिमी यहाँ भइदिएको भए त मलाई समस्या नै हुने थिएन। तिम्रो प्यारो बुबा भनेर ओल्ड म्यानले चाहिँ आफ्नो छोरालाई चिठी लेख्नु भयो, प्रिजनमा पठाउनु भयो हैन। जेलमा यस्तो चिठी गयो बब्बुको लागि। I hope you got the story. What happened event wisely? You knew why did the man send the letter? The old man sent the letter to his son Babu. You are listening a lesson, a story. It was about Babu, an old man and his son. It was incomplete. So today I am completing the lesson. All of you, are you ready to listen the story? Okay, I have said that the old man was very old to dig the potato garden. Yes, and he wrote a letter to his son in the prison. Okay, you knew the story eventually in my previous class. तिमीहरूले मैले जति भनेको त्यति कथा बुझिसकेका छौ। मैले आधी कथा मेरो अगाडिको भनिसकेको छु। एकजना बुढो मानिस हुनुहुन्थ्यो जसको चाहिँ छोरा कुनै कारणवश जेलमा पर्नु भएको थियो हैन। अनि उसको छोराले चाहिँ बारी खनिदिएपछि चाहिँ उसको बुवाले बर्खायामको लागि आलु खेती गर्नुहुन्थ्यो। तर छोरा जेलमा परेको कारणले बारी खनिदिने मान्छे नभएको समस्या देखाउँदै उसको बुबाले चाहिँ चिठीमा आफ्नो छोरालाई आफ्नो समस्या बताउँदै जेलमा एउटा चिठी लेख्नु भएको सम्म हामीले अघिल्लो क्लासमा इन माई प्रिभियस क्लास we listen the story that much. Okay, I'm starting the class today. I'm joining the story. Okay, are you listening? Thank you. All of you listen to me. Okay, I am joining the story. A few days later, he received a letter from his son. After the father, the old man, sent the letter to his son, the son also gave the reply. He also sent a letter. बुबाको चिठी पढिसकेपछि छोरा बबुले पनि आफ्नो बुबालाई, आफ्नो पितालाई एउटा चिठी पठायो प्रिजनबाट. Okay, all of you hear what is written in the story. Dear Dad, for heaven's sake, Dad, don't dig up that garden. There's where I buried the dead bodies. Love, Babu. Oh my God. This kind of story, this kind of letter was given to the father from the son. He was in the prison. The father was astonished. है छोराले यस्तो खालको चिठी पठायो. चिठीमा के लेखेको थियो बुवालाई त भन्दा मेरो प्यारो बुबा तपाईलाई भगवान कसम छ तपाई भगवानको लागि यो बारी खन्ने काम नगर्नु होला किनभने त्यही बारीमा त मैले मारेको मान्छेलाई पुरेको छु तपाईले बारी खन्नु भयो भने त मैले मारेको व्यक्ति त पत्ता लागिहाल्छ नि बुबा कृपया तपाई बारी नखन्नु होला भनेर छोराले चाहिँ आफ्नो बुबालाई आफ्नो पितालाई घरमा जेलबाट चिठी लेखेर पठायो. Okay, are you getting that? After this, at 4 a.m. next morning, local police showed up and dug up the entire area without finding any bodies. They apologized to the man and left. That same day, the old man received another letter from his son. Okay. के भएछ त भन्दा भोलिपल्ट बिहान पुलिसले त्यो चिठी उसको बुबालाई पठाउने बित्तिकै हैन चिठीमा लेखिएको कुरा हैन पुलिसले पनि सायद चिठी पढेर नै पठाउँछ हैन एउटा जेलमा बसेको कैदीले पठाएको चिठी सायद पढेर नै उसको बुबालाई लगेर दियो होला जेलको मान्छेले अब पुलिसहरूले हैन अनि उनीहरूले पनि थाहा पाए कि मैले त उसको छोराले बबुले के लेखेको थियो त त्यहाँ नखन्नु होला बुबा किनभने त्यहाँ त मैले मारेको मान्छे पुरिएको छ भनेर लेखेको थियो. भोलिपल्ट बिहान 4 बजे नै पुलिसहरूले यो बबुको पिताको सारा बारीको हैन छेउ कुना बीच सबैतिर खने किनभने उनीहरुलाई त्यो मृत व्यक्तिको लास भेट्नु थियो है अनि तर कुनै पनि किसिमको लास कुनै पनि किसिमको बडी चाहिँ त्यो बारीमा भेटिएन अनि उनीहरुले आएर उसको पितालाई बबुको पितासँग माफी मागे. They apologized the old man and left because they did not find any body. That same day the old man received another letter. अनि तुरुन्तै फेरि बबुले हैन यो ओल्ड म्यान को छोराले चाहिँ आफ्नो पितालाई एउटा चिठी पठायो. Okay, what is written in the story? What is written in the letter after this incident? यो घटनापछि कस्तो चिठी आयो त हैन ओल्ड म्यानलाई चाहिँ आफ्नो छोराको. Okay, listen to the letter. What is written in the letter that the old man received finally? Dear Dad, go ahead and plant the potatoes now. That's the best I could do under these circumstances. Love, Babu. Oh my God, this is that what the Babu do in these circumstances. हेर त के लेखेको रहेछ चिठीमा बबुले के भनेछ आफ्नो बुबालाई बुबा मैले सारा बारी खनाइदिए मैले सारा बारी खन्न लगाए पुलिसहरूले सारा बारी खनिदिए अब तपाई बुढो मानिस कसरी आलु खेती गर्नुहुन्छ अब म अहिले जेल भित्र छु यस्तो किसिमको कठिन परिस्थितिमा मैले गर्न सक्ने काम यही नै हो मैले बारी खन्न लगाए अब तपाई गएर आलु खेती गर्नुहोस् बुबा म अहिले यस्तो परिस्थितिमा तपाईको यसरी नै मद्दत गर्न सक्छु भनेर बब्बुको एउटा लेटर आयो आफ्नो फादरको लागि ओके all of you clap once he is very clever Babu is very clever he is a killer or not we don't know he killed somebody or not we don't know but he is a clever man and he also loves his old father this is the moral of the story he is a very clever man and he loves his old father okay I hope you get the story what happened event wise and I think you must have enjoyed the story the comprehension and reading as well you can read this story in your home okay you can tell this story to your parents to your friends or to your brothers and sisters try to read the story and try to pronounce the word correctly also okay there are many words they are difficult we don't know their meanings in this story okay you can look at page number 6 there is an exercise we are doing exercise number A from the story we are finding the words that have similar meanings okay students after reading the story there are some exercises in this class we are doing exercise 1 we should have to find out the words that have same meanings in the story there are similar words that have same meanings okay look here find the words that have same meanings we have to find these words a place where prisoners are kept कैदीलाई राखिने ठाउँ state situation condition अवस्था put under the ground माटो मुनि पुर्नु got something कुनै कुरा प्राप्त गर्नु यी कुराहरुको चाहिँ तिमीहरुले एक शब्दमा तिमीहरुको लेसनमा तिमीहरुको स्टोरीमा मिनिङ खोज्नु छ you have to find out one word meaning of these meanings one word answer of these meanings okay a place where prisoners are kept is what is the place where prisoners are kept you can see in the picture what is this it is also called cell also it is a prison good it is a prison a place where prisoners are kept is a prison state situation and condition what is the state situation and condition you can find in the story please do fast find yes someone find good it is circumstances it is circumstances it is a difficult word to pronounce circumstances okay I'm writing a situation state situation or condition means it means circumstances the one word meaning of the one word answer of this meaning is circumstances put under the ground put under the ground means buried if you put something under the ground it is buried it means buried got something if you get something what is that receive yes receive कुनै कुरा प्राप्त गर्नु भनेको रिसिभ गर्नु है रिसिभ okay look here a place where prisoners are kept is prison state situation and condition is circumstances put under the ground buried yes and receive means got something okay thank you this much for today we will meet in my another class stay safe and stay healthy at your home thank you